For those of you who don't know me, my name is AJ Dominic. I'm the events manager for U.S. Rowing. First, welcome to this year's Club National Championships. Thank you all for coming. It's the largest Club Nationals we've ever had, so give yourself a round of applause for being part of history. I also want to start with thanking the staff here at Claremont County, here at the park, and our referees. The referees are volunteer staff that come from all over the country, so I've got a lot of people, over 400 volunteers that'll be here over the week. So a lot of people here to make sure you have a good experience. So let's give them a quick round of applause as well. All right, now to the good stuff. First, I want to start with the inclement weather policy. In case you don't know where to find it, the inclement weather policy is listed in the regatta entry packet, and also all the coaches, all the regatta central contacts were emailed a copy of just inclement weather policy on Friday. So make sure you read through it, make sure you understand it. With a 5-day regatta, the chances of something happening are higher than at most places. Some things we like to stress is make sure you race every race like it could be your last. The reason we say that is the policy does allow for using results of an earlier round to seed later rounds or even award medals if necessary. So if things go really poorly with the weather, your time trial, your heat could determine medals, could determine placement in the finals. So we encourage you not to take your heats or your time trials lightly for that reason. So the policy lays out a number of places where we send out information if there are schedule changes due to weather. One of those methods is there's a text message alert system. So if there's a schedule change, we'll send out a text message as well as use some online channels to get the word out. For this regatta, we took the Regatta Day contact listed on Regatta Central for each program and put them on the text messaging list. So that person should have received a text message at noon yesterday that was a test to make sure it was working for them. So if you didn't get that message, and you should, come up and let me know after the meeting. We'll take your number and we'll add you manually to the system. Another way to add your name to the system is you text the word US Rowing to the number 313131, and you should get a confirmation message that way as well. We encourage you to sign up now. Don't wait until the weather gets bad, because it doesn't resend the message after we send it first. So if you sign up after we send a message, you'll miss that message. Along the same lines as weather, be cautious of the heat. It will be hot, it will be humid all week. Make sure you hydrate before and after you're racing. Also use the pavilion to get out of the sun. And then the parking lot right behind the pavilion, starting tomorrow, there's going to be a trailer parked there that's air conditioned on the inside. We'll have misting fans. It's designed for you to use to help cool off if you need it. So take advantage of those things. Make sure you keep yourself safe this week. Credentials. I see most of you have your yellow wristbands. If you don't, make sure you go to the U.S. rowing table and get that taken care of. You won't be able to launch for racing. You won't be able to weigh in if you're a lightweight or a coxswain without it. So make sure you and everyone on your crew has that taken care of in advance. Trailer parking. I know we have a couple of trailers still back here. If your trailer still needs a space, we're trying to get them all on this side of the parking lot. The volunteer tent, which is up near the flagpole, you'll meet Mark and Joel there, and they'll try to work something out with you to try and make sure you get over on this side of the park tonight. The last thing I have is awards. So this is where we'll have award ceremonies after finals on Friday and Sunday. I know a lot of people race multiple times, so if for some reason you can't make the award ceremony, you can pick up your medals anytime after the ceremonies. We just ask that if there's a ceremony going on, don't interrupt it to pick up medals if you've missed it or something like that. Please be respectful, and then we'll make sure to get you taken care of after the ceremony's done. So with that, I'm going to bring in our chief official, Rich Dugart. He'll go over some of the rules and things, and then we'll take questions after.
Thanks, AJ. Good afternoon, everyone. Come on. All right. Listen, on behalf of the 35 referees that we have out for you this week, we want to welcome you, and we want to make sure that you know that we're here for you to make sure that you get a fair and safe regatta. It is a long regatta for everyone, so we're going to have to work especially hard to make it a very fruitful regatta for you guys. AJ went over some critical issues. I'm going to go through some bare bones issues that you want to remember. If you haven't seen this information in your regatta packet, I'll remind you of it. If there's any questions on any of these rules or regulations, I want you to flag down myself, any of the referees, June Harper, who's our deputy, who I don't happen to see here right now. We'll all be around all week. So ask. I'd rather have you ask and get an answer than to try to do something and be disappointed at the end. So, okay. Starting at the front, schedule. It is a long and it's a difficult schedule. I want you to all pay attention to it. There's little time between races, so you're going to have to work especially hard to be on time, to launch on time, to give yourselves enough time to get up to the start. Because of the length and the number of boats we have on the water, we're not going to be able to wait for anyone. This is especially important tomorrow morning when we begin with time trials. Time trials go until mid-afternoon, and it's a constant flow of boats. So I would ask your help and cooperation both in making sure that you know which race you're in and getting out and launched on time, but getting on and off the dock on time. Tremendous amount of volume of boats that will be coming in and out, so your help will be really appreciated. We have a team of people that will direct you. If you're listening to them, they'll help you get moving in and off the dock very efficiently. Weigh-ins. You all know you have to weigh in if you're a lightweight coxswain once each day. You weigh in racing uniform, no foot gear. You got to complete a form for each race you're in. So if you're in more than one race for the day, there's multiple forms you have to deal with. If you don't make weight as a lightweight, you get a chance to reweigh within that particular window. So you can come back if you're within 1 pound and do a reweigh, but it has to be within that window. If there's an adjusted window for any particular reason, like weather-related delays, you're allowed to weigh in an adjusted window, but not both the normal window and the adjusted window. One time. Traffic patterns. You all should have gotten copies of the traffic patterns. You see how they are. There's 2 different patterns that you got to worry about. One is for time trials and the other's for sprints. I would ask you to consult your packages, take a look at it, and if you're still at all confused or uncertain about the traffic pattern, when you launch, make sure you ask someone in control that's launching you, will help you out and direct you. There's also going to be marshals up and down the course that'll be there for your safety, and you could actually contact them as well, and they'll direct you to the right place. Start. As I said, be ready to move. We're going to have basically 3 flights ready to start for each and every sprint race. So the marshals up there will put you in your flight and get you ready. When the starter calls you in, be ready and alert and just move right in. We're going to move you into the start bridge for sprints in reverse order. So lane 6 will go in first, 5-4. The lanes run left to right as you're looking down course. What else? Time trial issues. You know you're going to have to yield if you're being overtaken. If you fail to yield of a boat that's overtaking you, If you fail to move to the outside, you can be penalized, you can be excluded. You don't want to do that. So pay attention to boats that may be coming up on you. We're going to launch 30 seconds for each boat. It's going to be a full minute between a boat in your lane. So you should have enough time. As AJ said, row like you really depend on getting to the finish to get your medal or to finish well, because that time will actually pay off in dividends if you need to because of a weather situation. So, boat weights. Boat weights will be selected at random. If you're selected, you'll be told. Someone will meet you at the dock and escort your boat up to the boat weighing tent. The boat weighing tent is there. You can test weigh your boats if it's not being officially used. So if you need to test weigh your boat, show up, ask the official, and the official will work you in between official weigh-ins. Objections. Any objection that you have, a question that you have, must be made on the water. You need to get the attention of the following referee, wave at him, get the attention of the finish marshal, make sure they know that you have an objection or a question before the race is declared official. The race is declared official when you see that white flag go up that tells the finish line that it is an official race and they can post it. So make sure you get the officials' attention. They'll be happy to consult with you. If there's an issue, they'll be happy to work it out with you. All right, so questions. Questions for me. Anything that we hadn't covered? Anything we did cover? The question was, which way do you yield during the time trials? And the answer is you yield to the outside. So if you're racing in lane 4, you'll move into lane 3. If you're racing in lane 5, you move out to lane 6. You move always to the outside. The boat that's overtaking you gets the preferred inside lane. Yes? The question was, are we weighing boats tomorrow? And the answer is yes, we will be weighing boats tomorrow. Nothing else? Thank you very much.